Where are you? Okay. And maybe just hold it right there so people start seeing things. Hey.
Where do I put it after?
Thank you.
Really good.
Okay, I think I know Sandy. Okay. Weird because we thought that was a scam because I was canceling my credit card, everything. And yeah, the reviews, like I didn't read them before. But it's fine.
Did you ask me?
Yeah, no, I'm feeling a little bit nervous, but
Oh, Marcos.
feeling legit.
You already have
Oh, you're
30.
looking sharp, so.
Thank you.
And I think I stuffed it.
Do we have any people watching?
3. Mate, where do you want me to put the lights?
Just hold it.
But like, for the whole thing.
No puedes escribir
Aquí.
a tu amiga y decirles que ya. Ven, préstame tu celular.
No, yo no lo tengo.
Me too. Oh.
Mate, ¿cómo lo paro? ¿Y no lo puedo parar en ninguna hora?
No, no,
¿Tiene
porque
que ser así?
tenemos que, cuando lleguen a Naceloa, ella va a ser la encargada de tener.
Ok.
I'm good. Oh, yeah, I guess the car's not doing that. You didn't have to.
Now I can see it in the light. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Well done.
But my mom is also.
You guys getting locked in 320 or 330?
3:30.
Sounds good.
3:21. Ah, no. Sorry. No. That's not
that's
the time.
lobby.
That's the light.
I'm not sure. Oh, here. 3:15. There's 6 people coming. Hey, go ahead. It's just a live stream. So. Like this. Hey, welcome. Thank you. Hey, nice seeing you. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Doesn't it? Because the invitation said 3:30, so it 3:50. Right? So I think it's gonna start at 3:45. I think it will.
Where do we ask them to leave the gifts? Beside the table? Okay. Or under the. Yeah, probably.
Well, I think the church looks really awesome.
It's just been crazy in general.
It starts flying. So you have a kid.
No kidding. You go to work, you come home, and you go to work.
Yeah.
But it's an awesome blessing.
Hey guys. Ooh, there's 8 people now. Um, 18.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Sí, no es cierto. El pastor, ¿dónde está? Ya no sé.
First two was who's supposed to be sitting there? I just want to make sure I can listen to the first two rows.
We just need the first row.
The first.
The immediate first row. And then coming up. So like, just the first.
And they're not. Okay.
I guess.
I just want to make sure I didn't tell somebody so where I'm supposed to be sitting. So, your dad, your Camino, which is your cousin. Yes.
Mate, no puedo parar esto ya. O no. No, tengo que tenerlo ahí. Ok. Es ok, perdona, perdónalo. Te ponen en este estrés. Sí, ya estamos aquí. Irene está aquí. 5 minutos o 10 minutos. It's okay. How was it supposed to be? Oh, okay. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that.
Such a handsome guy.
Yes, you are. Somebody's trying to get into the
The lint roller?
Yes. Hi, how are you? Hi. Hi, thank you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get my shoes on.
¿Qué hacemos? Yo tengo que darles el mensaje para que todo comience. ¿Ok? Sí, claro. A este lado hay harto pasto, sí. Ana María, 587. No, no me acuerdo.
So go ahead. Yeah. Not sure where my dad is.
Ven conmigo, vamos a ver. Con los muchachos.
I'm gonna go pray.
Yo voy. Always the same issue. It's always the same issue. Ya lo empecé. Ya. Ay, entonces la voy a ir al baño. ¿qué hago? ¿Me quedo acá? De la extrema. Están en la extrema. Si quieres, entonces siéntate. Baja. Juan, no, ¿tú cómo te pasaste por ahí? Tío. ¿Tú cómo te pasaste por toda la mitad?
¿No puedes pasar por aquí? ¿Qué pasó?
Tenías que pasar por los lados. Tú te pasaste por toda la mitad de la iglesia.
¿Por qué?
Tenías que pasar por los
¿Pero
lados.
por qué?
Porque por ahí solo pasa la novia.
¿Qué pasa?
Juan, tienes que tú venir así y luego tienes que caminar cuando no se ve.
¿Cómo así? ¿Por qué tengo que caminar para dónde?
O sea, si no se ve, te tienes que mover hasta donde se ve.
¿Y por qué yo?
Porque yo tengo tacones. ¿Qué le tienes que poner?
No pueden pasar por la mitad. Pues yo no sé. ¿Cómo sabes?
Ya.
¿Qué? ¿Cómo veo cuántas personas están viendo? No, pero ¿quiénes?
Que si puedes mostrar a los invitados.
O sea, me pongo de pie. Me pongo de pie, ¿no? Y grabo hacia atrás.
Sí,
Ok.
mira, o sea, está en la esquina de
Sí,
allá.
porque ahí no estamos
Y mira,
grabando.
sí.
Está en vivo.
Let us pray. Eternal God and Creator and Redeemer, as you brought joy to the wedding of Cana in Galilee by the presence of your Son. Eterno Dios, nuestro Creador y Redentor, así como tú llevaste gozo a la boda de Caná de Galilea por medio de la presencia de tu Hijo. So by his presence, now bring your joy to this wedding. Así por tu presencia, trae ahora gozo a esta boda. Look upon Eden and Matthew, and grant them that they, rejoicing in all your gifts, may at length celebrate with Christ the marriage feast which has no end. In the loving and precious name of Jesus we pray. Considera hoy a Eden y a Mateo y otórgales que, regocijándose en todos tus regalos y tus dones, puedan celebrar continuamente con Cristo la fiesta matrimonial que no tiene final. En el amoroso y precioso nombre de Jesús oramos. Amén.
Amen.
You may be seated. Thank you all for being here. We're extremely happy. Some of us in tears. May I ask, who gives this woman to be wedded to this man?
Her mother and I do.
We didn't rehearse that part. This may take a little bit longer because they have chosen to do a bilingual wedding ceremony, and we Hispanics speak twice as much and twice as long. So, oh well. So we are gathered here today in the sight of God and these witnesses to unite Eden and Matthew in holy matrimony. As believers in God, they recognize that it was God who instituted marriage and who said, "It is not good for man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him." The God who made and redeemed them also instituted this relationship they're about to enter. Estamos hoy reunidos delante de Dios y estos testigos para unir a Eden y a Mateo en santo matrimonio. Como creyentes en Dios, ellos reconocen que fue Dios quien instituyó el matrimonio y quien dijo, no es bueno que el hombre esté solo, le haré una ayuda idónea. El Dios, quien los formó y los redimió, también instituyó esta relación a la que ellos están a punto de entrar. Eden, Matthew, the vows you're about to take are not to be taken without careful thought and prayer. For in them you're committing yourselves exclusively the one to the other for as long as you both shall live. This love is not to be diminished by difficult circumstances, and it is only to be dissolved by death. Eden y Mateo, los votos que están a punto de tomar no pueden ser tomados sin cuidadosa reflexión y oración, pues en ellos se comprometen a sí mismos, el uno al otro, con exclusividad, mientras ambos vivan. Este amor no puede ser disminuido por las circunstancias difíciles y solo puede ser disuelto por la muerte. As God's children, the relationship of marriage is especially meaningful. Certainly, it is possible for those who may not share our beliefs to marry. But for us, as members of God's family, by faith and belief, it is given the privilege of receiving the joy and fulfillment which God intends for marriage to have with and under His blessing. Como hijos de Dios, la relación matrimonial es especialmente significativa. Ciertamente es posible para aquellos que no comparten con nosotros nuestras creencias el casarse. Pero para nosotros como miembros de la familia de Dios, por la creencia y la fe, nos es dado el privilegio de experimentar el gozo y la relación que Dios anhela para el matrimonio con y bajo su bendición. So let me remind you, your home will never be what God intends for it to be if you leave Him out of your relationship. As you are obedient to the Word of God and allow God to control your relationship, your home will become the place of joy and testimony to those around you. Así que permítanme recordarles, su hogar nunca será lo que Dios desea que sea si lo dejan a Él fuera de su relación. A medida que son obedientes a la palabra de Dios y permiten que Dios controle su relación, su hogar vendrá a ser un lugar de gozo y testimonio para aquellos a su alrededor. Let me share with you a text that we studied in preparation for marriage. In 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 to 7, and then 13, it says, love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. El amor es paciente, es bondadoso. El amor no es envidioso, ni jactancioso, ni orgulloso. No se comporta con rudeza, no es egoísta. No se enoja fácilmente, no guarda rencor. El amor no se deleita en la maldad, sino que se regocija con la verdad. Todo lo disculpa, todo lo cree, todo lo espera, todo lo soporta. Ahora permanecen estas tres virtudes: la fe, la esperanza y el amor. Pero la más excelente es el amor. So I think I've said a lot, and I have reminded you of a lot of things that we already talked about. But sometimes we use the word love for many other things. We say to each other, I love you. And I just saw that. I saw it. That was cute. That was awesome. But it's funny how we also say, I love chocolate. Sometimes, just because we don't really have any other words to express what we feel, we use that word really. We use it for, I love the weather. Maybe not this winter, but you know, we love a nice sunny day. We love certain clothes, certain food, certain places, right? In your case, maybe you love mild. But reality is, what does it really mean to love? What is the real meaning of love? Not just what we say, but what is the meaning of love? In 1 Corinthians, it says that it's patience, it's kindness, it's forgiveness, among many other things. Love means being all these things. And if you notice something, it's not a feeling. Because let me tell you, the feeling fades away. Maybe for now, you're like, you know, I cannot get enough of you. I want to see you every day. And you will be texting each other. 10 years from now, the phone call will be very different. The text will be, where's the milk? And the feeling will be like, different. Let me just say, different. Still good, but different. Because feelings cannot be trusted. Love is a choice. And for marriage to work, there should be every day a choice that you make to love that person, to be patient with that person, to forgive that person, to trust that person, to extend mercy to that person. Even when you do the math and he does not deserve it. Because that's love. It's commitment, it's a covenant, it is a choice. Now the second thing that I can tell you about marriage, I never leave this one out, is that it takes work. Every day you need to put your effort. You need to give when maybe you don't feel like giving. There will be days when you will want him to embrace you, and he will want food. And you will be speaking totally different languages, and both needing something. And yet, the one who loves the most should give the most, should love the most. It takes work. It takes work in the morning. It takes work in the afternoon. It takes work when things are going well and when things are not going so well. Because love, again, is not a feeling. It's a choice. Marriage involves two fallen and sinful people, coming from two separate backgrounds and living in a fallen and sinful world. You have a lot to overcome, but together, with God's grace, His love, nothing will be able to stop. So renew your love every day. Renew your commitment. And work hard at it, because it is worth it. All right, so that was my part. Now it's your part. So Matthew, this woman whom you have in front of you is to be your wife. She has given you one of the most sacred things under heaven, a woman's life and a woman's love. You may bring her great joy or cause her great sorrow. It is not what you bring her in a material way that will make her happy. Riches without love are nothing. The gift without the giver is bare. The practice of those virtues as a husband that you have shown as a lover will keep her, or will keep her heart one to your heart. Do you vow here before God and before all these witnesses, as you have promised Eden, that you will be true and loyal, patient in sickness, comforting in sorrow, and forsaking all others, keep yourself only unto her for as long as you both shall live? Okay, 50% there. Eden. This man who is in front of you is to be your husband. On your life, your love, and devotion, he will lean for strength and inspiration from you. He is going to look to you for encouragement, for cheerfulness, and confidence. May your life and your love be the inspiration that will constantly lead him to greater dependence on God. Do you vow here, as you have promised Matthew, that you will be loyal in adversity, ministering to him in affliction, comforting him in sorrow, and forsaking all others, keep yourself only to him for so long as you both shall live. We switch to a different device.
Well,
They have prepared their own vows, and as I read them, I was so inspired. And I said, yeah, this is them. This is them. This is what I was expecting you to say, so you go first.
where do I even start? Words cannot even fully express what it's inside my heart. So know that while I read these vows, my heart is bursting with so much emotion, so much love, joy, excitement, even though I'm crying. All because I cannot wait to call it my life. Baby, I snatched the entire package with you. Your intelligence leaves me speechless. Your faithfulness is profoundly undeserving. Your drive and your hard-working spirit is contagious. I value how supportive you are of me, and I constantly find myself captivated by your humor and all your crazy stories. Finally, and most indefinitely, I love how easy you're to look at. I'm gonna be real with you. You're so crazy, stupid fine. Eden, my princess, with God's strength, I vow to protect you from all harm because you're my most delicate flower, which I commit to nurture and grow old with. I vow to be your spiritual leader, to encourage you in your walk with God, and to make sure that every step we take for the rest of our lives is guided by our God. I vow to be your clown in times of sadness. I vow to be your cuddly friend and a small heater when the nights get really cold. I vow to be your chef when you don't feel like cooking, and I vow to be better than skip the dishes and bring your breakfast to bed. I vow to be your rock and gladiator when life gets challenging. I vow to be faithful and honest. I vow to support you in your career and embrace your goals as mine. I vow to be patient and caring, to help you get through the times when you're upset or frustrated. I vow to never stop investing in our relationship and to guard my heart just for you. Now, Eden, I can vow to be your source of happiness and to make life with me easy. I know there will be tough times that will come our way when selfishness and pride will probably show the worst of me. I cannot vow to be perfect. I cannot vow to never hurt you emotionally or disappoint you. However, I do vow to learn from my mistakes and to love you in the strength and wisdom that only God can provide me. I vow to pray for us always and to make God the center of our relationship and our marriage, because only He can take care of the areas I am not capable of. I love you.
Matthew. This day has felt as though it's taken forever to come, and although I hope for it, long for it, and plan for it, there is no length of time that could prepare me for the overwhelming amount of joy that this moment brings me. You have been my companion and my supporter, my best friend since before day one. Whether it was picking me up from school after late midterm, surprising me at my house with ice cream, or doing anything and everything to make me laugh. You never fail to demonstrate what it is to put someone above yourself. I'm continually in awe of the way you love others and the way you love me. I'll never forget the first time we talked at church and how you made me feel important and heard. I realized then that you were someone special, and that it was rare to find a heart as kind and caring as yours. Through you, I have gained a deeper sense of God's love for us. The way you love encourages me, the way you forgive without hesitation humbles me, and your drive to be better strengthens me. Now, when I was writing these vows, I wanted to make sure that they would withstand a lifetime. When we look back in 10, 20, or 50 years from now, would they still hold true? So Matthew, I vow that as we grow up, I will grow up with you and not away from you. As we change, we will change for the better. And as we experience life, I will always be by your side. And as we begin our lives as a family today, I will put your needs above my needs. I vow that as we go, I will update and renew my commitment to love you as you need to be loved, to support you in every new endeavor, and to show you grace as we figure out what our life will be together.
May I have the rings, please? What do rings represent? The circle, the emblem of eternity, and gold, the emblem of that which is least tarnished and most enduring. It is to show how lasting and imperishable is the faith and love now mutually promised. ¿Qué significan los anillos? El círculo, el emblema de la eternidad, y el oro, el emblema de aquello que cuesta más, que se ensucie y lo que más dura. Es para mostrar qué tan duradero y eterno puede ser el amor y la fe que ahora mutuamente se promete. Would you repeat after me? I give you this ring.
I give you this ring
As a sign of my love
as a sign of my love
and my faithfulness.
and my faithfulness.
Are you okay? I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of my love
as a sign of my love
and faithfulness.
and faithfulness. As the union now formed is to be ended only by death, it becomes you to consider the duties you now solemnly assume. If these be remembered and faithfully honored, they will add to the happiness of this life, lessening by dividing its inevitable sorrows and amplifying by doubling all its blessedness. But if these obligations be neglected and violated, you cannot escape the keenest misery as well as the darkness or the darkest guilt. It is the duty of the husband to provide for the support of his wife, to shelter her from danger, and to cherish for her a manly and unchanging affection. It being the command of God's word that husbands love their wives. It is also the duty of both to delight each in the society of the other,
to remember that in interest and in reputation, as in affection, they are to be from this day forward one and undivided, to preserve an unbreakable fidelity, and to see it, that what God has joined together, man never tears apart. Let us proceed to sign the documents. Okay. So for as much as Eden and Matthew have consented together in holy matrimony, and have witnessed the same before God and all these witnesses, and thereto have promised their faithfulness each to the other, and have also promised the same by the giving and receiving each of a ring, by the authority invested in me as a minister according to the laws of the province of Alberta, I pronounce that they are husband and wife. Those that God has joined together, let no man separate. Así que, puesto que Edén y Mateo han consentido en unirse en matrimonio y han dado testimonio de lo mismo delante de Dios y delante de ustedes como testigos, y a partir de este momento han prometido su fidelidad el uno al otro, y también han prometido lo mismo por medio del intercambio de anillos, por la autoridad investida en mí como ministro del Evangelio de acuerdo a las leyes de la provincia de Alberta. Yo pronuncio que ellos son marido y mujer, aquellos a quien Dios ha unido, que ningún hombre los separe. Would you please stand with me and pray? Eternal and merciful Creator, lover of our souls, we now turn to you, and as the first act of this couple in their newly formed union, we ask you to protect their home. May they always turn to you for guidance, for strength, for provision, and for direction. May they glorify you in the choices that they make in all that they do. Use them to draw others to yourself, and let them stand as a testimony to the world of your faithfulness. Eterno y hermoso Creador, amante de nuestras almas. Ahora nos volteamos a ti. Y como el primer acto de esta hermosa pareja, te pedimos, Señor, que tú bendigas y protejas su hogar. Que ellos siempre te busquen a ti para guianza, fortaleza, provisión y dirección. Que ellos te glorifiquen en las elecciones que ellos hacen y en todo lo que hacen. Úsalos para atraer a otras personas hacia ti y hacia tu amor. Y permite que en todo lo que ellos hagan sean un testimonio al mundo de tu fidelidad. Amén. Matthew, you can kiss your mother. So it is now my happy privilege to introduce to you for the first time. Es ahora mi alegre privilegio el poder introducir, presentar por primera vez Mr. and Mrs. Cortez.
¿Vamos?
Vamos cinco desde la ustedes solo aquí en Javier Picard downstairs.
Love you.
Is that live? Oh yeah. Can I say hi back home to Colombia? Spanish, Spanish.
Pero es que pondremos.
Yeah, I have to get my phone.
Pues lo tuve que parquear detrás de otro carro. Que tengo.
En la puerta de la de entrar están las argollas de esos que me explican que están las argollas de esos.
Entonces,
Para
grande,
hacer-
vaya grande.
No,
yo lo hice.
pero vienen
Ahí
como-
sí. O sea que de hecho
Sí, pero traiga las argollas, las están. Sí, 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 porque en la puerta tuya cuando entras, en la cajita que tú me traes.
Oh, tell them that. Oh yeah, maybe tell the pastor if he can tell that everybody's coming downstairs.
I think we forgot that part.
Y la gente sigue grabando aquí mientras pero se dedica a mí.
Thank you. Say in the meantime, you guys can get some shots if you want.
What's that?
He said in the meantime, you guys can get some shots if you want. So you want us to serve?
I think the plan was that we maybe you have them ready for us and then we hand them. And we're at the end. Okay. So we're at the end.
So maybe we stand in front.
Oh yes, because they don't have anything.
Mira la cosa
Are you guys wanting to take
del ponche. Miguel Ángel, tú no puedes. No sé. ¿Para en vivo? ¿Quieres que lo ponga ya? Así graba hacia los demás.
Didn't fit or what?
It was
kind of like on.
Oh, okay.
Why you took this one hard? It's in the live stream. Oh, it's a live
Hey
stream.
guys.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Hola familia.
It's from Colombia. So.
It does a little
¿Quieres que grabe todo? Sí. ¿Y la cámara? Otra vez, vaya con una foto.
Bueno, estás filmándola. Estás aquí, es como te tocas hacer como
Mucho mejor, pero al frente.
enfrente, pero atrás de
Donde lo salud.
desde los
Solo.
also melting.
Is it just a shutter or I'm already almost done. I don't know how long I'm gonna make it. I should actually wait until they're actually doing something more exciting. It's like a matter of doing it. I'm a little half Should we pull this table back so there's more room to actually read them?
I try not to cry. I'm
Trying to go behind the scene.
it's because like it was kind of like cramped.
The vows? Oh my goodness.
Can everybody find a seat, please? That was my best teacher voice. Find a
I was waiting for that. I was there. I did.
Here.
Ah, ya, díselo a Camilo. Camilo ya. Díselo al teléfono ya pasó. Ay, no, es que es
Ah, guys, que Mate que se despida más bien. Mate. Despídate de la gente.
¿Cómo?
Despídate acá de la gente para cortar la transmisión.
Ok. Familia, los amamos mucho. Gracias por estar en mi wedding. Besos y abrazos, los dejamos. Y no, los adoro. Besos.
Y así nos despedimos. Hasta luego.